Found that kink exactly where I said it was. Cool. She actually looks a lot better when she's sitting without the nose than she did crushed. Yeah, so they're replacing this support piece. Anything that has that pink circle, they're going to replace. They're replacing that. And as you can see, the frame horn took the brunt of the damage, luckily, so I'm happy. But it looks like they have to repair this because down there it got tweaked, just like I thought, because the hood didn't line up right. And they're going to replace all the shields, the grills. However, I'm having them not replace the fog lights. They're just going to put those in the back of the vehicle because I don't want fog lights in the car. So, yeah, I'm happy. So, and then of course I got to replace the radiator, the condenser, and anything else that got bent, as you can see. Yeah, he hit me so low that his front end just kind of went in and pushed up underneath the front of the car. Thank God it was an old crappy Volvo instead of a nice car. So, yeah. Alright. Thank you, Ford. Big ass piece of steel. That's about it. So, that is the damage. Could have been much worse. And keep in mind, that repair is going to cost over $7,000. Just for that little bit of damage. And that was with them saving one headlight. Apparently, it was just the upper radiator support that had moved, and they're going to replace that anyways, and when they do that, it'll put the light back where it's supposed to be. But $7,000, and it didn't deploy the airbags, and it didn't damage the hood. If it had damaged the hood, it would have been over 10 grand, they said. And they did find a little bit of a bit of damage to the fender, which I found actually when we were waiting for the tow truck. I didn't get footage of it because it was last second, but yeah, at the last second I saw that one fender had a little bit of a tweak to it, so I saw that right away and they caught it, so they're gonna fix that too. So yay. What's gonna happen is they're gonna put the car back together. It's gonna look absolutely stock, except for the fact that I did ask them not to put the fog lights back in the grill, because I don't want the fog lights anyways, and one is going to be saved and one's being replaced, I think. I don't know, they haven't told me exactly if both of them are getting replaced yet, but either way, I don't want them in the car. That's why they were tinted, so you couldn't see them. So if anything, I'll start by just adding the Boss 302 block off plates to the back of the fog lights, or maybe just some mesh that I'll put in there. Otherwise, I want to go to the Shelby swap eventually, but in the meantime, what you can do is you can go with the CDC grill, which I think American Muscle and maybe even Late Model Restoration both sell. It's the Shelby style upper grill. You can get it where it doesn't say anything in the grill, which is what I'm gonna get, or you can get it where it says GT, and I don't know if they've added 5.0 or anything like that to it. So yeah, I'm happy, I'm contented. They said it would be 7 to 8 days. I told them, don't care, take your time. I'm not paying for the rental, so I don't care. And yeah, because that's the other thing you got to consider. This is a small CUV rental, which would be $35 a day, and they're paying for that for 3 weeks now, probably. So when you factor that in as well, then you're looking at a massive repair. So there you go. She's getting repaired. It's going to be about, when you factor in the rental, about $7,500 to repair the car, and it could have been a lot worse if I had not been persistent and a little bit pestering and getting things handled. Could have been a much more expensive expense out of my expensive pocket. When they get the new parts and test fit them, I'm going to go in and look at it then too, because obviously they're going to put the parts on before they paint it. So I asked them to let me take pictures of it when it's test fitted with the parts, and then I will take pictures of it after it's painted, and then I will take pictures of it when she's home. Yay! Otherwise, that's about it. Give me a thumbs up if you like the unfortunate series of Thumper. Give me a thumbs down if you're just a jerk. See how many thumbs down I can get. And then leave me a comment. Leave me a comment, say, hey man, glad to see your car got fixed. Sucks that your car got broken. We love you. Please come visit us. We have cake. and then I'll answer it. Of course, I'll answer it anyways. So, until I see you the next time, bye-bye. So, the one thing I didn't tell you guys is that when I went to pick up the rental car, they didn't have one for me because, again, I handled getting everything set up, and then the insurance company kind of didn't have a whole lot of time. They were able to call in a reservation for my rental car, but Enterprise, unfortunately, because it was 11:30 on a Thursday, they didn't, or Wednesday, Thursday, when the hell did I pick this up? Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Monday, who's on first? Anyway, when I picked up the rental, they didn't have one in Winchester. And I was a little frustrated because I didn't want to get one in Manassas because then I'd have to leave the truck out there. And I was like, duh, I don't want to do that because then I got to get a ride to the truck. So I said, do you have anything here? And they called over, because he said, where are you going? I said, Manassas Chevrolet. They're like, oh, we're just down the road from there too. So I'm like, great, but I can't leave my truck out there. He's like, tell you what, give them a cargo van, send them over there. Turns out they needed a cargo van in Manassas, so that worked out perfect. So I show up, I'm like, hey man, I'm here to trade this in. And yeah, they were like, okay, no problem. And I've got 2 vehicles available for you. I was gonna show you the receipt, but it's got all my personal information, so no. So he says he has 2 vehicles available. One is the Jeep Compass that I'm driving right now. The other is a Toyota Corolla. Now, I'm sure the Corolla is a perfectly fine automobile, but I'm not too on friendly terms with Toyota right now. And which is funny because I haven't actually reviewed their product in like detail, so I almost should have taken it, but I didn't want to drive a vehicle from a company that I don't support. Stupid, I know, doesn't make any difference, it's just a rental, but I didn't want to be in a Corolla for 2 weeks. I don't like them. This isn't a review, it's nothing to do with anything else. I just don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like them. Misa don't like them, okie day. So, yeah, I wound up taking the Jeep Compass. Who knows? Yes, it happens to be the middle of July, but a super El Nino could come along and I might need all-wheel drive. You don't know. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm capable of. So sit there and eat your Lipton's iced tea fruit snack. So, and anyway, that concludes that portion of this portion of that portion's video that I now am totally screwed on because I have to sit and sort through it all because I'm an idiot. I gotta stop saying anyway when I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. That's my version of, I say anyway when I lose my train of thought. Anyway. Hey look, it's a Camry with a $9,000 badge upgrade on it. Also known as a Lexus ES350.